this going. How many bits do we need to donate to get our name on Wardy's glasses? That's not happening. My glasses are really nice. I'm not writing your name on them. Maybe on the inside. I guess I could write them on the inside. How much would that actually even be worth, though? Like 100 bits? It's not that good, really, is it? Your name's on the inside of my glasses. Top right-hand side, our blue Zerg is Reynor up against the red Brothers player, Cyan, in the bottom left. Ward, do you remember when I bought you pizza? Well, buy you pizza? I was actually thinking of buying myself pizza tonight because I didn't have anything organized to eat, but... yeah, I don't know. I'm just drowning in decorations at the moment. Ward, you let me eat his rice? I did let you eat your rice. This is such a weird thing to say slowly, but you're right. I did let you eat my rice. I was a little bit drunk, but I did let you eat my rice. I'm not. That is very true. For a moment, I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, maybe you did." Yeah, we had a good time. We drank lots of soju, and yeah, you ate some of my rice. I don't know if I ever forgave you for that, because I do really like rice. And you were just there eating my rice. Like, that's not cool. Even though I probably gave it to you, but I don't expect people to actually accept my rice, because people should know how much I love it. Ooh, I found 2 more hangers in the bottom of a bag. Oh, I'm going to get so covered in glitter trying to get these. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, we've got 3 more. That's brilliant. Alright. We are going to be seeing some adepts popping up in towards the main base to try and get some further damage done here at the moment. Oh, Lings, though, are doing a very good job of cleaning this out. Cyan did start the day 0-2, but did take a pretty convincing map of a Marine Lord, and not in any sort of cheesy way or anything like that, but in a very, you know, full-on control of the game, you know, full control of the game kind of way, which is very impressive, because Marine Lord is being playing very well lately. So for Cyan to pick up a map against Marine Lord, I thought that alone was pretty good going. By the way, as these Lings run forwards, I also just forgot to say straight up thank you to Adzi, who dropped a sub to Johnny XII12. Thank you so much, Adzi, for the gifted subscription. As you do see the Adept popping around here, and these Lings still having a little bit of back and forth at the moment. Sorry guys, I'm writing more decorations. You guys have literally had me writing decorations for like over an hour now. I actually don't know what to do about the fact that we're not going to have any hangers. That's actually an issue. Wardy got me drunk once by pouring too many shots. Yeah, we got very drunk at DSCL. We had a DSCL after party, and for some reason, I was just like, you know what we should do? We should just buy loads of bottles from the bar. Oh my god. I was like walking around the club with like 4 different bottles of alcohol being like, do you want a shot? I know I don't know you, but do you want a shot? And I was like, and then everyone's like, yeah, sure. And everyone just got absolutely destroyed. It was a very good day. DSCL, always a lot of fun. If you ever get the chance to go to a Dutch StarCraft League event, guys, you should go. It's fun. Really fun. Okay, now I'm actually out of hangers. Just start throwing them at the tree. I might have to just try and place them in the tree, but that's not going to work well. Anyways, let's see what happens. We just see these Adepts shitting back, and the third Nexus dropping down from Cyan 2. Across the map, the Phoenix lifts up the Queen as the Oracle dives in and just gets 1 kill. Nice Spore Crawler placement there by Reynor. Keeping that up as, again, that Queen poking the Oracle and the Phoenix out. Again, in terms of this group and where we're at the moment, Mana is now 3-0 in the group. Marine Lord 2-2. Denver 1-1. And obviously Reynor 1-2. With Cyan 0-2. So Denver and Reynor to play Cyan. With Mana and Denver will be our final series of the day. So they're all actually pretty important matches, because they all really do determine where the players will end up here. Mana is obviously confirmed to advance. Reynor, if he wins this, the biggest issue if Reynor wins this is he will have a worse map score than Marine Lord. Well, actually, he'd probably have an even map score, but he lost to Marine Lord. They'd both be +0 on map difference, but Marine Lord beat Reynor, so he would be ahead in the he'd be in the lead in the head-to-head. So that would be a pretty big deal. Lings just sat out in the center of the map as we do see the hallucination from Cyan continues to move around to pick up as much information as possible here at the moment. He's trying to pick up info as we see the storm on the way down on the Templar Archives. Charge! About halfway done. And the Forge continue to be chrono boosted as we do see Reynor heading up to the top side into the middle with these Lings. Looking to see what can be done. A lot more gates. I mean, again, Reynor's style, Ling Bane, and this time with the Hydras as well, so a little bit different than before. Not going to be fighting, you know, going straight up in towards Lurkers or anything like that. As we do see these Zerglings of Reynor moving down to the bottom side. The Stasis Ward is going to complete, but Reynor saw it coming down, so just one Zergling over there. Cyan just going up to a 4th base, not feeling the fear at all, not feeling the pressure. And this is what I love about Cyan. He's never afraid of a fight. He will always try and play out these macro games. He will not back away from them. That's, you know, that's not always true with how people play these games. You see a cancel there though. Reynor able to cancel this. I realize this Cyan, like a lot of people coming in as an underdog against Reynor. A lot of people would come in and be like, you know what? Nah, don't, you know, not really too interested in playing, but yeah, obviously this is a little bit different of a scenario. Cyan just going up and is putting up as much of a fight as he can. No attempt to cheese, no attempt to all in. Just nice macro games, go up into a 4th base and try and make it work. Now, will it work is obviously a very different question. Obviously, Reynor is very good, so if you take him to a macro game, you've got to be ready to play some really good StarCraft 2. Right now, cleaning out the creep spread though, I like this, although I feel the further he walks forwards, the more danger he is in from Reynor just kind of pouncing on this army and picking it off. But this was a lot of creep spread cleaned out, and the Queens will have to expend a lot of energy to replace the creep here. Dep's going to continue shading forwards. We do see the Hallucinated Phoenix heading towards the natural. As we see the Zealots, Archons, and High Templars all moving in towards the upper right-hand side. A couple of Creep Demons being cleaned out, and the Archons underneath those Overlords getting quite a lot of damage done. Again, extra Creep Demons being cleaned out here. Another Storm coming down, and Zealots will start to charge on forwards. As Banes from the other side blow up the High Templar. Suddenly there's no Storms. Well, there's one Storm, there's one High Templar that survived this, and he has one more Storm left. It drops it, but Reynor knows that's the only one, so he fights straight through. And now he's on top of the army of Cyan, and Cyan's army is getting absolutely shut down. GG is called. Reynor takes game number 1. I mean, those High Templars getting blown up 0. Where were we at on the other set of, on the right of the subs though? Reynor bottom right, Cyan top left. So I got the zombies. This was the one that I stopped on. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Perfect. Okay. I know where I'm at now. That's important. That is important. Your tree's much prettier than mine, slowly? Impossible. That's actually just either impossible or just blasphemy. I haven't decided which yet. I haven't decided which, I'm sorry. Early game, PvZ here, not much to talk about. How you guys do down in the chat? I feel like with all the crazy decorations and stuff, I feel like I haven't actually talked to you guys a lot today. How's everyone doing? You all okay? Is everyone having a good time? You guys enjoying the games? Anything you guys want to talk about? Again, remember, we've got another European group tomorrow. Hero Marine, Gung Fu Banda, Bly, Harstem, and Braddock. Going to be a lot of fun. Tagger Stuff, thank you so much for the 2 bits. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Stargate dropping down here from Cyan. Hypnos in the chat says, I got pizza, a beer, and SC2 games, so I'm all set. Great games, almost all of them epic, says Mustang 5453. Awesome. Get You is sick, but okay. Glad to be watching some top level SCD cast by my favorite caster. Thank you so much, Get You. So kind, so generous, thank you. Awesome, guys. Good to see if you're having fun. Got your pizzas, got your StarCraft, your beers. You guys are set for the evening. Well, after this, we do still have Denver versus Cyan to cast for you guys. And after Denver versus Cyan, we still also have the big Mana versus Denver matchup, which, you know, if we assume, let's just say Denver beats Cyan, that's not necessarily a given, but it's a good possibility, then Mana and Denver could be a fight for first place in the group. We'll figure that out as we go, and as we get more results in, and we can tell you all about them. Moors Fide, that's the one I'm on, in terms of writing names on decorations. I found a few decorations with string on them, guys, so I'm going to try and find space for them on the tree, although definitely more difficult to hang than the other things. Depth just going back home, not really much reason for it to be out on the map at the moment, it seems. Just wants to hang out back over here. Just be nice and safe. With the Stargate down, you'll see a pretty fast Twilight Council follow-up after the Phoenix and the Oracle, so only one Oracle. Pretty similar to the last game, so I wonder if we even see Resonating Glaives again, because that is exactly what we saw in the last game. And it's a good possibility that we do see this once more as well, so... yeah, it's a good possibility, I think, actually. It's a good possibility. Phoenix and the Oracle gather up together, and we'll be getting ready to see what they can do in the next couple of moments as they fly into the main. Obviously, the Phoenix wants to lift up that Queen. Oracle will want to get to work, but the drones pull very quickly away, so Reynor is able to keep a lot of this alive. So Oracle and the Phoenix do just have to back away there in the end. Wardy used paper clips as hangers. I don't have any paper clips. Who has paper clips in 2018? Who uses paper? You know? Exactly. Exactly. Oh no, I just got one. No, come back. Thank you. Oh, it's actually kind of tiring doing all this writing and decorating while also trying to cast. Quick, use the hangers as paper clips. Oh my god. The meta game in the chat. I like it. I guess a lot of people probably would have paper clips, but typical Wardy, privileged StarCraft 2 caster, doesn't print things out and stuff like that. Aye, aye, aye. Use string. I mean, I have some that are stringed. The issue is with the ones that are stringed is that, well, I mean, the stringed ones are just going to be harder to put on the tree because it's hard to get them on. And I feel like I'm going to knock a bunch off while trying to get them on, but we're going to try. Maybe it's the stringed ones that are going to finally bring the tree down. Maybe that's the issue. Adepts are threatening to shade in, of course, but Reynor has a good amount of units, and at the end of the day, the Adepts just find themselves being pushed away to the top side. So, not really a lot gained, not really a lot done, really. And again, pushed away to the top, but still trying to pressure forwards, and obviously, again, he's forcing Reynor into quite a lot of units to respond to this. Now, we do see the charge upgrade is on the way from Cyan to follow up from that Resonating Glaives early. Second Robo 2, so looking to pump up that Immortal count as we get set into this now. Building up into the Immortal count, of course, will allow for the... well, it just really allows you to get into very comfortable positions. I mean, really just... Immortals are just so good in the PvZ, right? I mean, they're very, very difficult to kill. They're very, yeah, flexible and so on. They're still just frightening. Yeah, I kind of like it, though. Like, I like the way that this is going. Like, I do feel this is been pretty solid out of Cyan, and as he shades forwards now, Reynor did come quite far forwards, and he's just going to recall the Adepts. Okay, loses a few. Again, I think it was nice to try. I mean, he has kept all of these Adepts alive, which is very rare. Yes, he didn't do a lot of damage either, but they can now still be used as part of the upcoming fights. So in terms of defense, and like, you know, they'll act as a good buffer for these Immortals. So that is a pretty big deal. That's definitely something that will help out. As we do see one Roach going to lead forwards, and Stasis Ward catches that Roach and locks it away there for just a few moments. Again, the Lings and Roaches just setting up outside of the third base, top right-hand side, fourth hatchery is completed and up and running. Mutas are here from Reynor, so we saw that Spire in the production. Now we're seeing it put to use. Mutalisks to try and, well, catch Cyan a bit off guard and to cause some chaos here in this game number 2. Reynor again trying to win this as best, so with the best map score you can to advance maybe potentially through this group still. Although it's going to be tough, depends on Denver's other results, I think, perhaps, to see how it will really end up. Mutas fly into the main, and, well, Stalkers warping in initially, but just jump straight on the Stalkers. I feel like with this amount of Mutas, only 3 Stalkers warping in initially, and one of those Stalkers is on the slowest warping of all time because it's on the wrong pylon. So it isn't getting a fast warp in, if you're not sure how it works. If the pylon isn't connected to a nexus or a gateway, then you actually don't get a fast warp in. It's a slow warp in that takes twice as long. Obviously that's generally not really wanted at all. Just getting some good damage done. Phoenix continue to come forwards here as we see these sentries being picked off. 1, 2, and again the rest of these Mutas flying away. Turns around for the Phoenix though, and actually will get all 3 of them. That's a big deal. So even though Cyan was somewhat prepared for this, now he's starting to lose a lot of, well, he's lost his anti-air. There's actually no anti-air in this. There's 1 sentry and warping in Stalkers, but the Muta count, I think, is getting a bit out of control. I think Reynor realizes it too, so he keeps on adding in Mutalisks, realizing that this is already going so well for him. Why on earth would he stop? Goes towards the mineral line here so that he will be able to keep on dealing damage and forcing his opponent to respond to him. And at the same time, he's also got so many Roaches and Lings getting ready to come across the map as well. But the damage he's already dealt here, kind of killing off units very effectively and kind of forcing warp-ins of units that are not usually as great at this stage of the game. Now he's going to be able to flood in with units, and a maxed out Reynor might just be about to put an end to this game number 2 and to his final series today. So here we go, flying in. We're going to be seeing the Mutas grabbing a pylon up to the side and now jumping in on a Phoenix. And we are going to be seeing the probes in the main base taking some damage as well. Another couple of probes taking some shots. The Phoenix goes down. Cyan will just GG. I mean, the rest of the army didn't even have to pounce, and that will be the game called.